Okay, this is the final installment in this. If you can now, this I have this hosted on REPL IT. That's repl.it. Can you go there and sign up for that and send me your username and your password, and then I will put all of this code up there so that you can run it from your laptop, and you can do your demonstration, because I know you have a video demonstration to do and you're going to use your own voice. So what this is just a preparation for that. Right now, you go, this is the user interface. Obviously the chess piece is going to appear there. It's not running at the moment. Okay, and you clear this console here. This is all the feedback, etc, etc. You clear using that button. Okay, just so you know. Right now, this code, there's 3 game modes as they wanted. Right, there's random, greedy, or smart. Right, they were the 3 game modes that they asked for. Smart was actually two levels deep, they called it. I called it smart, and I've said that in the documentation because I there's a better term when you're programming, right? So I kept it at smart. But okay, so that's how it works there. As far as, so you're going to have to rotate between these 3 modes. Now, once you've set the game mode, so you'll have to do this yourself in your demonstration, right? Okay, so then you hit run, right? And it's going to start coming up, and it takes a while. Okay, so just bear with it. That thing is going to be twirling around. Now, if you'd run it a few times, it'll actually slow down depending on how powerful your PC is. So you might have to reboot if it's around the 6th or 7th, 10th time. But this is the second one I'm running. It's already a little bit slow. So just bear that in mind. Eventually it will come up, and you can then use now there it is there. Okay, now I use the chess pieces themselves as checkers pieces because they look better. We can replace them if you wish, but trying to get something that looks good is difficult. These were very nice, and so I use them, and the functionality is the same. Okay, so we have it set in basic mode, which is random mode, when basically the AI will make random moves, i.e., it'll move the piece, these white pieces, to any available square. It doesn't matter if it's going to get into trouble or going to get taken. That's the basic mode, right, that they wanted. Right now, when you're moving these pieces, you use the left mouse, you click on it, and then drag it into a box, and then you release it with your finger. Right now, what the software does, it says use your moved piece from 1 2 to 02. So the coordinates are, it's X across the top, Y all the way down. It goes 0 1. It starts at 0, right? So it's 8 by 8 means it starts at 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right? That's 8 pieces. Okay, but an index at 0, and the same there. Okay, so the mover moved from 1 1, right? That's 1 1 to 0 2. Okay, and as you can see there, it's scanning for a random move, and it found a basic left move. It found one, and then it moved that from there to there. That's all. It's in that mode. Okay, now if you just keep moving that down, that's all it's going to do. It's going to just respond with a move. It doesn't do much in this mode. Right, there's another one, and there's another one. So you can just keep going like that, and they just keep on moving. That's all they do. They move up, right? They don't try and attack nothing, because that's the basic move. You see, they're just moving them all up. Even when it gets here, it could potentially take this guy, but it doesn't. It just moves up another guy. That's what they wanted. All right, so that's the random mode. Now I'm going to stop this, and you'll have to do this yourself for your demonstration. I'm going to set this to greedy, and then you'll see the difference. Right, that's in greedy mode. Right, then you can come over here. This is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to clear the screen so that you can see all the feedback. Right, then you're going to you hit run, right, and give it a while. So here it comes again. It's going to come up, right? It takes a while. It just sits there for a while. It's very graphics intensive. Okay, so there's right now we're in greedy mode. I've changed it, as you see. So let me make a move here. It's going to go there and then make a move, right? I'm going to move this guy to here. I'll move this guy to here, and it's moving up right now, and it's moving this guy to here, right? Now if I move this guy here to here, this guy is going to see him and it's going to jump and it's going to take him, but it ignores the fact that this guy here will take him, right? So I'm going to move this guy in here. Actually, it could be the other guy. Actually, one of the two will make the move. Yeah. Now he can get taken right now. That's called greedy, right? So you have to retrace these steps in order to demonstrate this, right? You see, scanning for a greedy move, game mode, greedy move found and made, which means it jumped, but it's unsafe to do so, which means this is actually going to get taken now. And it's gone. And then the other guy made his move, and he's also in trouble as well, right? So that's called greedy. And that demonstrates the fact that they're not looking ahead, all right, and that you'll see that in the thing, and then it just keeps going, right? That's how it works, right? And then it took that one, right? So that's pretty much how it works. Okay. Now I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to put in smart. Okay, so we've typed in smart. I'm going to clear this so you can see all the feedback, and then hit run again. And you got to wait then for it to come up. Okay, now it's in smart mode, right? So I'm going to start move this piece down. It'll make a move. Then this piece comes down as well. This piece comes down here. This piece comes here, right? Now I'm going to move this piece to here. Now it won't. It moved this one from here to here. It didn't go and take this piece because this piece here was going to take him. And that's what you need to demonstrate. That's the smart mode, right? Because it wouldn't go if it jumped here. If it did make this move, which it would have in greedy mode, because greedy doesn't consider this guy. It doesn't look 2 moves ahead. Okay, so this guy moved. If I make this move, which is 1 move, I've got to anticipate the second move, which is this move that I'll be getting to. This pawn will jump over here, or this checker will move over here. So that's 2 levels deep. Because you're anticipating he made 1 move and then he makes another move. That's your move and then their move. That's 2 levels deep. Okay, so that's what you have to demonstrate in your video demonstration, right? So that's the smart move, right? And he won't make any more moves, right? So he's going to go here again, and he just moves something else up here. And it just keeps going on until he gets a safe move to make, right? Which is slightly different. So he's not safe there. Now he will be safe on the next one. So if I go there, then he jumped because he's safe and he won't be taken here, right? So that's it, okay? And they're the 3 modes that you have to demonstrate with your video, right? And we could go here all day, but that's it. Smart move, smart move found, etc. And all the feedback is there as it's coming back out, and that's it, okay? Now the write-up is there was a few things here. First of all, they wanted to research 2 artificial intelligence methods, and that had to have 150 words in it. There was 2 methods in there, so each of them have 150 words. And then there was a general discussion on the growth of AI over the last 10 years, right? And as I said there, that one there, the growth of AI was 300 words, this one, and there was 2 in here for 150 each, right? So I have the discussions here for you. So there's the first one, which is I discussed 2 artificial strategies, which is greedy and 2 levels deeper depth first search, right? And they're all discussed there. And then the growth of AI over the last 10 years, that's 300 words, slightly more actually. And each of those ones are 150, slightly more. And that's That's those discussions taken care of there, right? Then the other requirement was the technical specifications, which discussed random agent, greedy first, 2 levels deep, etc. We used the code base that was supplied, that was done, okay? And then it comes in here. A technical document should be submitted. So that's been submitted, and I'll show you that in a second. Again, they want the knowledge representation and the logical reasoning, which is built into the document. I'll show that in a second. The code base is what you're going to provide on REPL IT, and then they want a screen recording of your final solution. So this video should prepare you for that. If you have any other questions, get back to me. Okay, now the discussions are in discussions.docx, and the checkers functionality is in this file, and I'll send all 3 of them to you, including this one, which is the questions. So I'm going to look at the functionality. Now this is the functionality specification. Again, it goes through knowledge representation and logical reasoning. That's everything you would need there for this assignment. Random agent, greedy first, etc. And you can read it yourself. That is an internal array which is used to keep a track of where the pieces are. Dollar is black pieces, star is a white piece, and then dots are blank. All right, it's kind of hard to see, but they're the coordinates that you can see. Like that's 30 to 32 or 33 to 24. So you can move pieces around and it gets an idea. But that's an internal representation of it, and that gets mapped to the Java Swing GUI. So the pieces then are a reflection of this. Okay, so that's the way I did it. This is now this is the setup. I put that in there, and again it's Exacore setup. That's the initial board setup, and then I've gone into the structure of the data structure, which is a 3D array up here. Which is that's how you define a 3D array in Java. It looks beautiful. It's X and Y, and then there's another. The third array has got seven placeholders in it, and each of those placeholders are like all of this data here. So you can read through that, and that gives you all of what you would need to make this happen. Then when you're taking a piece, this is written up so you can go through. I won't go spend too long on it, but this piece goes from here to here. Then it determines if there's anything in B or D, and if there's something in B and nothing in D, then it's an unsafe move, right? If there's something in A and nothing in C, it's an unsafe move. Now C will always be gone. Now this is just the left move. It's applicable for a right move as well, but this is just going to the left. C will always be gone. It's assumed that theoretically it's gone. Therefore, if there's anything in A, it's an unsafe move because you're going to be taken. That's the logic behind it, right? And that's implemented in the code. And I've been through that. You can read through all of that. Then you've got the make move. Now this is where a lot of the behavior takes place, and you can read through there that in random mode it'll scan for a random move. If it doesn't find any random moves, then it'll make a greedy move, right? In that it's desperate to make it has to make some move, right? And if none are available, then it'll make smart moves. So the random behavior actually incorporates 3 of them so that the game doesn't stagnate, right? And it's the same in the greedy moves. It'll look for a greedy move. If nothing is found, then it'll just go for a smart move. Anything that can get a piece, right? And if that doesn't work, then it'll just scan for a random move to move things on, right? And I've written that in the comments as well. And then the safest method, this is the smart move. It'll look for smart moves. It doesn't find any smart moves, then it'll look for a random move to try and get to a smart move. And if there's no random moves, then it'll make a greedy move, right? That's all it'll do. It'll just make a random, that's random, and then the unsafe capture move, that's a greedy move. Actually, I need to put that in the comment. I didn't actually put that down. So it'll try and make a scan for greedy moves, which I should have put in down there, right? And so greedy move is what it'll do as a last resort, right? And though it's unsafe, it still has to move the game along, and then maybe it'll subsequently, when the pieces change up, it'll go back to a smart move, right? And that's it. Pretty much it. There's no more really to do. If you can get back to me with anything else that you need, and I will send you the code. If you can put the 75 into my account tomorrow, and then I can release the rest of the code to you. But it's pretty much done, and that's it. Okay. If you get back to me with the username and the password. Okay. Cheers. Bye.